make chocolate chip Fattnin cookies. Woo! I'm Rachel Ray.
And I'm Paula, y'all.
And we're gonna show you how to make chocolate cookies.
Okay, so Rachel, what do you need for these
cookies?
cookies?
The first thing we'll need is a bowl.
Let me get you those ingredients.
Alright, alright. Just 1 second while my
What else do you need all over here?
Yeah,
all the ingredients for the cookies.
bring them all.
Coming on over. So what do we have here now?
So today, what we're going to be using is all-purpose bleached, enriched, and pre-sifted flour. Very important that we use all-purpose because we do not want
unsifted
flour. It just doesn't go right. So that'll be our first ingredient. Our second most important ingredient is our
brown
sugar.
Brown sugar.
Light brown and naturally
fat-free
brown sugar. If you have fat in your sugar, it's not good because it's naturally fat-free. So you don't want that. Our second ingredient will be iodized no, it's not sea salt, it's regular salt. Sea salt makes it too salty. So we're going to use iodized salt. We'll get back to this. And then we'll have baking soda. But
those cookies are nice, rise, puffy.
So this is baking soda. Yeah. We don't want like a pancake kind of cookie. And then we have semi-sweet chocolate. It gets real sweet in the cookie, so we want it semi-sweet. And then of course Pam, Paula Dean's favorite butter flavored.
That is my favorite, y'all.
Butter flavored Pam.
Pam. It's my favorite.
And
you don't want no stick into the pan, y'all.
Yeah.
So use Pam, y'all. That's what I always say. Alright.
And then we'll also need some baking powder.
Okay.
And that helps it do its...
See, I'm going to be honest. What is the difference between baking powder and baking soda?
Well,
I
Paula
never
Dean,
knew.
the difference is one is salty
and
one is not. So if we need the extra lift, we use the baking powder.
Gotcha.
We don't want it over salty.
So we're going to go ahead and jump right into these
Yes, we are.
We got a friend that's ready to watch some true blood with those vampires. Somebody talking about Eric Northman, y'all. Eric Northman.
I hear he's a rapist, but that's okay, y'all.
Oh, God, love him.
So can my assistant over here get some eggs and some butter out of the fridge?
Oh, and the oven's already preheated
to 350, but it's not there yet. So it's going to be there pretty soon.
About how many eggs you going to need?
Maybe...
Okay. We're going to put some eggs in.
Maybe.
Don't worry.
Maybe we need, we need 2 sticks of butter.
2 sticks? That's a lot.
And 2 eggs.
2 eggs.
And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to rinse out this bowl because we did not do this already. No,
never want to clean bowl.
Okay. So then, what we're going to do is we're going to put our wet ingredients into the bowl.
That's right. That's what we're going to do. Let's take these oven mitts off. They're supposed to be melted in butter.
But if you don't melt the butter,
put the butter in and we'll melt it for about 5 seconds.
Right,
okay. Ingredients.
But if you don't, they turn into really good chunky.
Right.
If you don't melt the butter, it'll be like chunky in some places.
Paula Dean likes her cookies gooey.
Oh yeah, you should be doing the butter, Paula Dean. That's your favorite part.
Let me hold these eggs for you.
Organic, unhatched. What are they called?
Ungated.
Ungated eggs. You don't want your eggs gated up because they just get claustrophobic and they get all irritated.
Those chickens get PO'd, y'all. They don't like to be gated in. So we're just gonna take this butter now. We're gonna stick it in the microwave for about
clean as you go, so that you don't.
7 seconds. I like that 7. That's my favorite number. So
maybe 27.
7 will be good.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. And we start.
Okay. And we're gonna melt the butter in 7 seconds. Okay.
So we don't want it melted. We want it mush.
I think we want it melted, but some people grow and some people, you say the same. 27. It would have been 27, but we just like Paula doing it.
At this time, we'll take questions from the audience. Any questions from the
Oh,
audience?
you, right here in the front, by the camera.
Any questions? No? You're shaking your head like no, but your eyes are saying yes. I have a question.
Her eyes are saying, I want to get it.
Your eyes are saying I'm ready to watch True Blood right
We're
now.
going to watch True Blood right after this one little
Much
short
better.
clip.
This looks good to me. This looks like milk. Could you grab me a spatula there, Rachel?
I think so. I think so.
Good spatula right here.
Alright. So we'll use this
That's
candy
good.
little spatula and see if it's not soft at all, but
This
that's
looks
okay.
good to me. We're just going to go ahead.
We're going to mash the
We're
butter.
gonna mush
We're going to
that
mash the butter
butter.
because that's what you do when you have butter.
Right and good, y'all. This is just like how I like my butter.
You didn't get sugar? You didn't get regular sugar?
Oh, you go ahead and get that. I'm going to put these eggs in right now.
No, okay. Yeah, that's good. And then we're going to need a half. Before we put the eggs in, we need to put the sugar in. So we're going to go ahead and put...
Y'all, it smells so delicious already. Holiday's getting hungry.
Okay.
Holiday can eat, y'all.
Paula and Dean's on a little diet because she's got a little tubs over here. Okay. We're going to put a cup of brown sugar.
So, we're going to take this measuring cup right here.
Right here.
Okay, let's take, come zoom on this, cameraman. We're going to take a little bit of brown sugar. Cup, about a cup. It's okay if a little surplus falls in there. And a little bit.
Just enough in this one.
About a cup of brown sugar. Doesn't have to be exact size.
You probably need to pack it because that's what you usually do to brown sugar.
Let's see.
With your fingers.
That looks good to me. Good to me, y'all. We're just gonna chunk that in.
And then we need a half a cup of sugar.
Smell the brown sugar. Nothing like it. Okay. So what else? Half a cup.
A half a cup of regular sugar.
Here you go. Is a half a cup. No, let's pour over the bowl now, Rachel. Don't get too messy.
And this kind you don't have to pack. I don't know why.
Because it's granulated. It doesn't stick together. That's good. Nice and slow. We want to get even while we mix in. Don't want any clumps of sugar. That's real nice, y'all.
Yeah.
Real nice. You can take that and rinse it off and down. That's good. Now, you're going to notice the butter might stick a little. You wipe that butter right off. You get a good little beating to it. Just like that. Okay, what's coming next, Rachel? The eggs?
Well, yes. It might have helped actually if the butter was more melted.
No, I like it like this.
Okay.
Well, the cookies might not like it so much.
So, Paula Dean likes it.
Paula Dean likes it like that.
So,
Good, okay. It's definitely supposed to ball up like that.
Now watch
That's how
when the eggs come in.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's watch Paula Dean's right. Okay. Yeah, crack those eggs. No shells in. No
Alright,
shells.
Okay.
And they're cookies. Oh. I can smell that good cookie smell, y'all. They should have a candle for chocolate chip cookies. They have that?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they need a
Come
kind of butter. Is that right, Paula
Stir
Dean?
action. They do have, yes, they do, and they have vanilla. Oh, vanilla is my favorite, y'all. Sure you saw your eggs? Okay.
Okay, we're just gonna wipe that off.
So while I stir this, you go ahead and
Alright,
pour
so
all this
next
what's
thing
coming
we're gonna do is we're gonna put a teaspoon of baking soda. It's baking soda, I don't know where that came from, but it's baking soda. So we're gonna put a teaspoon of this into the mix. And you don't want it like full like that.
Yeah, too much.
You want it like evened out.
Get your fingers a little messy.
Yeah. You're supposed to end up with flour on your face and stuff like that at the end.
Cooking, y'all.
Exactly.
I might as well go buy my own cookies if I don't want to get a little messy.
Right.
So I'm going to stir that baking powder in
That's
good
what
so those cookies, right, bake nice and even.
And then okay, yeah, baking soda. And then we want, I'm not reading anything, I'm just thinking. I'm not reading.
That's how she likes to think, staring at the counter. That's where I get my best thinking done. Sit on the counter or sit on the toilet.
Sitting